500,000 Indians made pilgrimage to Puri, south of Calcutta, for the Jagannath Car Festival, one of the holiest observances of the Hindu religion. The worshippers believe that a visit to Puri at this time will ensure an eternity of bliss in the hereafter. 3 huge carts, 45 feet high, are dragged to the temple on the chief day of the festival to the chanting of the holy mendicants, the sadhus. All who can afford it buy rosaries before the ritual moves towards its climax. More than 800 years ago, there was built to the memory of the Hindu Lord Jagannath, the temple renowned throughout India. The Lion Gate is opened each year on the appointed day for priests to bring out the Sudarshan Chakra, the wooden log with which the Hindu god Krishna used to destroy his enemies. And after that, to be placed on the great carts, they carry the 3 idols of the Jagannath temple. First, the representation of Jagannath's sister, Subhadra. Hindus hold that to see the idols ensures admission to heavenly existence in the life beyond, and spares them the ordeal of another spell on earth. Next is born the image of Balarama, the Lord Jagannath's brother. Only the priests are allowed to hoist the idols onto the carts. All the priests try to obtain one of the flowers which have decorated the idols. To possess one is an aid to salvation. Finally, the representation of the Lord Jagannath himself appears from the temple. The first part of the ritual is now accomplished. The great carts with the 3 idols are to be hauled 1.5 miles to the Garden of Pleasure. During the next 8 days, they will remain there so that hundreds of thousands may pay homage. All who can press forward try for the privilege of pulling on the ropes. For the time being, the world, with its joys and sorrows, is forgotten in the religious ecstasy of the festival. And the cars slowly advance along the highway, said to be the widest street in India. Western peoples can only marvel at the profound faith which moves devout millions in the timeless East.
People choked the streets of the city of Puri for the celebrations of Navakaliba. From all over India, the pilgrims had converged on the holy city for the Hindu festival of Jagannath. This takes place only every 19 or 20 years. At this time, according to custom, Jagannath, the Lord of the universe, discards his old body and takes on a new one. So too do his attendant deities Balaram and Subhadra. These huge wooden images carved by the priests were taken from the temple to be shown to the pilgrims. At last, the image of Lord Jagannath was brought out to the waiting multitude. The crowd struggled to catch a glimpse of the newly carved figure, for according to Hindu scripture, those who behold and worship the idol on this day are freed from the bondage of rebirth. In their chariots, the three gods were drawn through the streets in a triumphant procession.
Is the Lord of the earth. And once a year when they celebrate his festival and draw his shrine through the streets, it's the beat of Indian drums and the monotonous chant of Indian voices.
Juggernaut, god of the people, takes his annual ride from the 1600-year-old temple at Puri, Orissa, to his country house outside the village, pulled by thousands of devout Hindus. Behind the giant car, which is his throne, other cars carry Juggernaut's brother and sister, his companions on the journey. Several days are needed to pull the car to its destination, for although it is only a mile away, most of the route is deep sand. According to legend, pilgrims used to fling themselves under the wheels as a living sacrifice. But Hindus point out that this would be sacrilege, for the festival is sacred to Vishnu, the preserver. Enough for them the blessing which comes from taking part in this strenuous tribute to the god of the people.